It is. There's the money shot. This is Troy Flagg from VacationRoost. We had so much fun making that billboard, so we have too much fun every week, I think.
We do.
One, because we're talking about the best subject in the whole entire world, which is traveling. And two, because I'm with the funnest person in the world.
The very funnest. The
very funnest. It's
yes.
Troy Flagg. So, spring break is right around the corner, and we're talking about something, though, you know, you've got all your life to, and everybody does this. We sit at work and we're like, I wish I was. You know, how many times a day or a week do you say, yeah, where would I want to be right now?
Exactly.
You know, so we're talking about what?
We're talking about your bucket list.
Which I said, are we talking about the movie when you told me that?
Kind of.
And you said kind of.
Yeah, basically we want to look at where do you want to go? What would you like to do the most in the next 5-10 years? You know, make a plan. It can be something really big, like climbing the pyramids or going to the Taj Mahal. You were talking about you really want to go to India.
I mean, I've got some top ones that just, if I could make it to India, Egypt, and Ireland right now, those are my top huge ones that I know would take a lot of planning and a lot of money.
Yeah, well, but sometimes maybe not as much money. You know, there are very inexpensive ways to travel and there are very expensive ways to travel. But you can come up with something very small. And like if you go to the 1,000 places to see before you die on the internet, number 5 most searched place is just in our backyard at the Grand Tetons.
No way.
Yeah. And VacationRoost has a whole bunch of really great condos and houses up there. But, you know, there's some awesome places that you can go to. On the list are places like just going to the Strip in Las Vegas and those things, but maybe you want to do something really unusual. Maybe you want to swim with a dolphin. Maybe you want to go
climb the pyramids, like you said.
Climb the pyramids. Go shark diving. You know, things like this.
Climb the Sydney Bridge. Am I thinking?
No, I think that's awesome. I had a friend do that, and he
that's the one thing I regret I didn't do while I was there.
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it. It was so much money, and I was a poor student. So I didn't do it. I should have saved up my money, you know.
But did you eat well? Did you have fun?
I did eat well, and I had a lot of fun, but here's my question for you, Troy. So we're talking about, like, for somebody to say, you know, I wish I could go see the Strip in Las Vegas. That's a very, you know, I mean, that is very...
Sure.
Right, what is the word I'm looking for? It's a very
defined.
Thank you. Very defined. I want to do this. I say I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to China. That's huge.
And that
so
is
how do I narrow it? Because I go on the internet and I look at all these places and I'm like, okay, that place in Ireland looks beautiful. That place looks beautiful. I don't know where to narrow.
What kind of things? Because you also want to look at what do you really enjoy in general. Maybe you really like going to a club, or maybe you like going to a pub. Pick out a pub, do a Google search online in Ireland for a neighborhood pub. You know, if you like going to wine, you know, drinking wine and having that wine tasting kind of thing, define that for that area so that it is a very defined part. Because if you just think of Ireland in general, it's a huge. Yeah.
How in the world are you going to get around everywhere you want to go?
So think about things that you like to do, and then define it to that place.
So let's talk about some of the other places that are 1,000 places you have to see before you die. I have the book, I have the calendar every single year on my wall. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with traveling. If I can't go, I'm dreaming about it, I'm wishing it, I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm just...
And that's why we're the best buddies in the whole
world. That's why I love Troy, and I love VacationRoost more than anything in the world.
Talking about places, for example, in Europe, Windsor Castle.
Oh, so beautiful.
Going to the Eiffel Tower.
These are icons that people see and they go, I want to go there.
And one thing you maybe want to do is think of an icon kind of place. Maybe in Ireland you want to go to the Irish Hills and that kind of thing, or go into Dublin and look at some castles and things like that. But then also make something very personal, like going to a pub or going to a fish market, those kind of things. If you look at Asia and going to like the Beijing Forbidden City or going to the Great Wall of China, going down to Cambodia. One of my places on my list is going to Angkor Wat and going to the killing fields in Cambodia. I hear it's just emotionally powerful.
Well, and it's so cool to see these places. I mean, you know, you turn on the Travel Channel and you watch, you know, these hosts immerse themselves in these incredibly different cultures, and you just, to actually be there and experience it is so different. And you hear people say, you know, traveling changed their life and it really gives you a different experience. I mean, for me, I feel like it has. Living in different places and traveling to the places I have changes the way you think about things, and you learn more about, even I learn more about the U.S. traveling outside of the U.S.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how much you learn going somewhere else.
Another thing that you could do is in different parts of your trip, let's say that you're spending 2 weeks in India. Take a portion of that time. They have online places now that you can go to where you can stay with a family there, so you could really get immersed. So spend a couple of days staying in somebody's home.
And learn the culture like you never have before.
Exactly, because there's only so much you can see from a hotel, but maybe you don't want to spend the entire 2 weeks with somebody, because what happens if you don't get along with them, you know?
So one way you can plan your trips is you can think of an icon, think of the Eiffel Tower, think of, you know, the pyramids, something, or, you know, even the Grand Canyon, something like that, and say, okay, I want to see the icon and go there. Or I know that I do this, I go on your website and I just browse.
Yes.
You know, it's sometimes really fun to browse and you see things that there were places on there I'd never heard of, and I would never even think of, and go, oh, why didn't I think of that on my list of my top 1 million places to go? But seriously, I mean, you guys have a great website, VacationRoost.com.
Right.
You can go on there. Great places. I mean, everything from ski to beach. Really, you've got a little bit of everything from, everything. So, website, VacationRoost.com. We're doing it together.
VacationRoost.com, and then you can call us at 888-22. I keep going back to the double twos. 888-33-ROOST.
There you go. 888-33-ROOST is the number to call, or go on the website, VacationRoost.com. Again, spring break is right around the corner, and summer, believe it or not, is here. So a lot of kids are going to be out of school. I know families doing their vacation planning. Go to Vacation Roost. They can plan anything from the simplest of things, just helping you find a cheaper flight, to planning your entire vacation and having everything ready upon your arrival. So really a great company to work with. I can vouch for that. I work with them constantly and continually, and I see Troy every week, which is a pleasure. Not a bad thing.
No.
Not at all. So,
fun thing.
A little bit more time on the Mountain Morning Show. We're wrapping it up right after this. Stay tuned.